Number one, this whole ice wall thing, in my opinion, is a misconception. When people say, oh, how does the water get held in? Nobody's been swimming in an in-ground pool or a lake. How does the water get held in? How is there a beach? How is a beach possible? If water, what do you think water is? Like, you just don't understand how things work. Because you don't understand them, you revert back to the fake science that I believe we have been given. In my opinion, I think it's all fake. And you revert back to that because, number one, you don't understand your own model, and number two, you certainly don't understand mine. I don't believe there's a massive ice wall wrapping us in like Game of Thrones. No. I think there obviously are massive ice walls. We've seen photos of them. But I think water is water. And I think in order to keep water from going everywhere, there's something called elevation. So when the land masses are elevated, they raise up above. Oh my God, that's such a crazy concept. If that's your reason, is water. How does water get held in? What do you mean? How is water working on a spinning ball? Explain that to me. When I spin this water, see how it gets stuck at the bottom because water always remains level? How does that work on Earth? We're not just sloshing around in ocean all the time. Think about it. Use your brain. Come on. You've been trained for a long time. I understand. We've all been trained to not use our brain and to trust the almighty God of science. But you know what? Science tells me that the Earth is spinning and flying through a galaxy, and God and the Bible tell me that it is not. So I believe God. And you know what? Some people want to say, and no, I don't take the Bible literal either, because I am not a Catholic or a Christian. I am neither. I was both for a long time. But guess what? When you do enough research and you understand where Christianity came from, okay, who it was given to us by, how they gave it to us in the first place, I bet you, once you get to a certain point and you have heard enough, you've heard enough. I don't believe in religion at all. But I do believe in a creator, because I certainly do not believe any one of us came from monkeys. Because we share DNA? That's why? We share DNA. Oh yeah, I guess that must be why. We share DNA with bananas. Okay? Are you a banana? Stop acting like one if you think so, because you're not. I'll tell you that. Each and every one of us were given the ability to use our own head and use discernment. I highly recommend people start doing that. I really do. Because we're entering into an age of deception where two things are going to happen. You're going to rise above it, or it's going to suck you right in. Best of luck. This video is my opinion, and I love you all. If you want to actually learn what I believe, I'm not making this up. It's coming from many, many books, much research, so many hours of listening to all different people, different speakers, people with PhDs, smart people I'm talking about, all right? Graduates of programs with high degrees in it's so funny. Pilots, so many different people. So it's just not the mainstream information. That's the problem. But the information's out there. You just got to do the research. So if you're interested in any of the things that I take an interest to, which is ancient history and religion, my two favorite topics, because my mind was so torn by religion for a long time, until I did the research and I realized that there's a lot more to the story, okay? A lot more. And it's more about the sun and the moon and the stars and the sky than anything else. And the ancient people understood the sky, and that means we should too. But the reason why we don't understand the sky is because we don't get taught the sky. And they don't teach us the sky because they want us to think we're endlessly spinning through a galaxy, never ending, billions of years, even though we're looking at the same damn stars we've been looking at for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And any one of these knucklehead globers, we're spinning through a world, they probably bought a star too for $50. thinking that's a real thing. Listen, the stars aren't changing. They're not doing anything. They're in this locked positions. They've been spinning around us the same for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Millennia. Who knows? Millions of years. Who knows? But a lot longer than people even can imagine. They've used so much against us. And now what they've done is created a situation where they, the real sheep of the herd, they actually do, they do things like make fun of other people for fun and for likes and views. These are the real sheep to me. People that will go out of their way to like drag my name into a thing making fun of us for our belief when he has no clue what we even believe, because he's never done a lick of good research, none at all. What I definitely don't do is pull people's names in and make fun of people. I'll never make fun of another human being for anything. And I'll never call another person out unless they're acting violent or putting someone's life at danger. I would never, ever get in the way because I'm not a rude scumbag. But there are a lot of people like that in the world, unfortunately. And the thing about it is, these people, in my opinion, I'm 40 years old. I've seen it all. I went to prison. I've been to state prison. I did a couple of years. Actually, for those of you who don't know the story, I robbed a bank with a note. Said, can I please have 50s and 100s? Even the judge said I was the friendliest bank robber ever. Listen, I had a drug problem. Sorry. I just also have balls. So I just figured, what the hell? I'll just rob a bank instead of, working 16 jobs trying to keep up with this drug habit. And it was the best thing I ever did because I went to prison. I got clean. I've been clean. I've been out for a long time now. And I've been sober over 6 years. So the point of the story is, I understand that I don't make fun of other people's beliefs, belief systems, but what I will do is correct somebody. And what I will do though is come on here and share mine. I'll share my belief systems. When I say that I don't believe that you have to believe in Jesus to go to heaven. I don't, because even early Christians didn't believe that. When you study early Christianity, what was it? Early Christians believed in reincarnation? Bet you didn't, because most people don't. The early symbol for Christianity was not a man on a cross. Absolutely not. It was a lamb holding a flag, actually. And I found many, many, many stained glass windows all over Massachusetts with lambs holding flags. It's pretty funny because it's in your face. But I point out flaws that we have been told and lies that we have been told. And I want people to understand there's far more to the story than what we believe. Way more to the story. And when you learn to read symbols, when you learn to read things, you learn to understand things. And along that path, I realized that the sky has never changed. We've been looking at, and then when you do the math on what science tells you and how it's moving 1,000 and then 66,800 and then 500,000 plus miles ever, and then you start really doing math because I think it's interesting. So multiply those numbers times years and years and then times millennia. It gets ridiculous. Come on. The odds, it's the North Star never moves. It's still there, but we're blasting through space. Give me a break. I drive 2 minutes down the highway at 65 and I'm looking at completely different shit constantly. And you're telling me for however many, millions of years, thousands of years, doesn't make a difference. 5 years. Would it make a difference at those speeds to be looking at the same thing? Come on now. Wake up. But no, you know what you're going to do, bro? You're going to call my name in here, try and bash me, try and act like you're smart and you know something. You don't really know anything. Your video's not pointing out anything. You're not giving me any facts, any proof. You're not showing me anything. You're just talking. You're talking about things you don't know, clearly. So until you learn either your version or my version, how about you pause on the videos and you start doing some studying, brother? That's what I think. My opinion, and I'm not hurting feelings. Sorry. So TikTok, you don't have to take this down. Okay? I think I have a right to my opinion.